Welcome to another edition of Wings Weekly. Jay Kleinknecht here and the one and only Scott Langer. Coach, split the weekend over in Austin, a 3-1 win on Friday. Let's start there. What did you take away from Friday night's game?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of hard work put into that win. You know, a lot of sacrifice. We had to kill some major penalties there down the stretch, and I thought our goaltending was good. And you know, we had some puck luck there on the first goal, and then I thought we made some plays which made it 3-1, and it was a hard fought game that I thought we deserved to win.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it. The kill was incredible in the third period, particularly. There was a stretch there where there was a couple of times where you were a 5-on-3 disadvantage, and they shut the door, of course, with the help of Vernon, and a nice win there that helps you clinch, or allows you, whatever, clinches a playoff spot. So that's a big piece of information, I guess. I think that it's probably already been shared, but congratulations on that. You move on to Saturday then, and Wings end up falling 4-2. 2 power play goals, but specialty teams was really a key in that game, it seemed.
Oh yeah, you know, it was night and day from our penalty kill in night 1 to our penalty kill in night 2. We made some big mistakes, and boy, they capitalized. Their power play was really good, and it was the difference in the game. And you know, we had a real push going there in the second period where I thought we were really good, and we just couldn't find a way to put the puck in the net. You know, we had a chance there to make it 2-2 with a wraparound with Pitsy, and the puck didn't go. So, but they capitalized. They were the better team on Saturday night, and I thought with the way their specialty teams were, they deserved to win.
Does it feel like down the stretch, obviously, you know, these teams that are in the second, third, and fourth spots, even fifth spot really, are all battling for their playoff lives. You know, you've talked about it on many occasions that you're getting everybody's best game. It kind of feels like in the final portion of this regular season that it's going to be a real grind.
Well, there's no doubt. You know, we're seeing it right now. We're seeing teams play extremely hard against us, and we're getting their best games. And you know, we're in a situation now where we just need our guys to step back up. You know, and there's guys that were doing a lot of scoring for us during our stretch, and we need those guys to surface again. You know, I mean, we're getting the goaltending. The goaltending is not an issue. We're doing well, but we have to go back to scoring goals.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now the Wings are at the top of the division with 77 points, and again, that playoff spot is clinched. The division's still up for grabs, but Minot's got 61 points in second, Austin with 60 in third, Bismarck with 59 in fourth, and then the Wilderness with 51 points, and Brookings with 22 at the bottom of the division, but playing tough. I mean, they took Bismarck to overtime on Friday night. You know, you talked about it a couple of times, Coach, pregame and so on, talking about playing content. How can you keep these guys driven, especially now that you've clinched a playoff spot? Is there a danger of them maybe letting off a little?
Well, I mean, that would be a big mistake if there was any letting off the gas at this time of the year, because you can't just turn it back on. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's the big thing. I mean, you need to be driven to win the whole thing, not just your division or clinch a playoff spot. You know, none of that stuff matters. Every game gets intense in the playoffs, no matter who you play. It gets tight. Everybody's playing for their life. So, you know, I do believe that we became a little content with where we are, and we need to get that back going as a unit. I mean, we're still playing good hockey. I mean, you look on Friday night, we didn't give Austin a sniff. There was no tough areas of that game until they got up on the power play. But then I thought that, you know, on Saturday that there was back to being a little content, and you know, we need to have that energy every night. And dominate every night, and if a team's going to beat us, they're going to have to really earn it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I commented during the broadcast that there was a point there when it was 4-1 that I looked down at the bench and I saw a lot of guys with their heads kind of hanging low and stuff, and that body language is not something that you know we're used to seeing from this team. You know, and we've talked about leadership before and keeping that energy up. Is there a way that you can address that? I mean, or is it kind of on the leaders and on the team themselves, on the players?
I think it's on all of us. I mean, obviously it's our job as coaches to make them see the big picture and the prize at the end of the whole thing. And, you know, I think it's the leaders to keep the positiveness around the dressing room and to address the same things the staffs are addressing. But, you know, I think our group's a winning group, and we're going to hit our stride here. hopefully this weekend we start at home and we take it out on the Wilderness.
All right. Well, maybe a little bit of an abbreviated Wings Weekly this week. We'll take a quick break here and be back with what's upcoming after this from our sponsor.
Let's make a taco. No, seriously. Start with a tortilla, soft tortilla. Warm it, kiss it. Don't kiss it. Chicken? How about tequila lime chicken? Now we're cooking. Slice this, peel that, snip those. Salsa? Verde. Cheese? Cotija. Oh, forgot to mention. Guac. That's better. See, anyone can make a taco, but we're not anyone. We're Qdoba, and these are knockout tacos. Qdoba Mexicanese. Choose flavor.
Welcome back. As we continue on with Wings Weekly, Coach, you talked about it. Wilderness coming to town this weekend, back home, and an opportunity to kind of bounce back and take it out on the Wilderness. But as I said, they're fighting for their playoff lives and will no doubt be ready to play. What do you expect from the Wilderness?
Yeah, I mean they're fighting for their life. They're fighting for opportunity to play in the Robertson Cup playoffs, and they're coming in there hard. But for us, that just can't matter. I mean, we have to just take it out on them. I mean, that's just how it has to go. I mean, we're a team not looking just to make the playoffs, we're looking to win the whole thing. And in order to do that, we have to start taking some of our anger out on other teams. And there's no better time than this weekend to start against Wilderness. They're a good hockey team. Boy, they can really skate. I still think they're one of the best skating teams in the division. And they're going to have a chip on their shoulder after what happened against Minot this weekend.
All right, well, looking forward to that. I had a question from some people that are asking about Jack Powell being back on the roster, and wondered, is there a chance that we'll see him on the ice again?
Yeah, absolutely. We have our roster extension. Jack's part of that roster extension, and once his season is done with Alexandria, you'll see him back here.
Excellent. Moving forward, folks, as we talked about, the Wilderness coming to town Friday, March 8th, Stutzman Harley-Davidson corporate sponsor, sponsored by the Spurs Therapeutic Riding Center. It is I Hate Winter Night, and I think everybody can share in that sentiment. And Skate with the Wings after the game. That's on Friday night. Saturday night, March 9th, versus the Minnesota Wilderness. Stutzman Harley-Davidson corporate sponsor is Twin City Fan. And Aberdeen Hockey Night. Wear your Aberdeen Cougar jersey and receive $2 off admission at the door. Doors open for all Wings home games at 5:30, and puck always drops at 7:15. $10 general admission tickets are on sale now at any of the 4C Express locations in Aberdeen with additional purchase. Sunday, March 10th, from 1 to 4 p.m., the Aberdeen Wings will be teaming up with Aspire for Bowling Bash 2019. Form a group of 5, and the 6th will be a person from the Wings. Cost is $300. Call Janae at Aspire today at 605-229-0263, extension 1007. We are bringing a team and bringing some ringers, so watch out, folks. I asked Pierce and Brandon last week who the best bowler was, and after that, you guys went out and bowled in an afternoon. Who impressed you?
Well, I think Brad Belial was the one who had the high score. But there was a lot of people that didn't impress me. I'll be honest with you. There's some pretty bad bowlers on this team, so good luck picking one of our guys.
Well, they can't do it all, right? Sunday, March 24th, the Wings will be hosting their 3rd annual awards banquet. Doors will open at 5:30 with dinner at 6. Tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for kids 4 to 12, or a table of 8 for $200 with Wings glasses. Visit AberdeenWings.com for more information. And for all the latest news and information, visit AberdeenWings.com or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. That will pretty much wrap up this week's Wings Weekly.